Welcome to Sorry I'm a Bitch. I'm here with my friend Amanda. Would you like to do a little quick introduction?
I would love to. My name is Amanda. I am 28. I'm a longtime resident of Indianapolis, and I'm a wedding photographer. And I have a lot of opinions. A lot.
And we met because we're in a book club together.
Yes, we are. A book club where I rarely read the book.
Do you really? I almost put that as one of the questions, and I was like, no, she reads the books.
I mean, I do read the books, but half the time I've already read the books, and I'm not rereading the book just to talk about it at book club. I did reread Bunny.
Did you?
I did.
I couldn't put myself through that again. I liked Bunny, though.
I'm sorry. I love Bunny. Actually, I'm not sorry. I love that book wholeheartedly.
I don't know. I have this weird thing. I call it the MFAification of books. And there are a few authors where people will be like, I loved that book. And then I read it and I'm like, you were in an MFA program.
I feel that way about R.F. Kuang.
No. This interview is over.
Not to say that I don't like her books. I do. I think she's very smart.
Hey, you know, you're.
But when I read her books, I know she was in an MFA. And it's not just that she talks about it incessantly. It's the writing.
Do you know who I feel that way about?
Who?
Rachel Yoder. She wrote Night Bitch.
Yeah.
I was like,
I can see it.
I think it translated way better on screen.
Never watched it.
You didn't watch it?
Famously never watch anything.
Maybe that's because I just love Amy Adams and I just don't think she does any wrong.
That's fair.
If you have a book and you want it to go into a movie or a TV, cast Amy Adams. Sharp Objects.
I'll concur with that.
Yeah. You know who I think who was probably in an MFA program, but I personally can't tell? Gillian Flynn.
She probably was. She also was roommates with like a famous actor, and I can't remember who, but she went to school in Kansas?
What?
Or like grew up in Kansas and went to school somewhere else.
Did she go to Iowa?
Perhaps. All I know is that she and her like freshman year, sophomore year roommate are both famous in their own right. Like she's a famous writer and her roommate is a famous actress.
Stop. Who was Gillian Flynn's roommate?
I have no idea who it is, so I shouldn't have even brought it up.
God, no. I feel like if I can't find it in 15 seconds. You know what? Ever since AI took over, Google has sucked.
Correct. And I'm not using ChatGPT because I'm not 16 and I care about the environment.
Yeah, and I can't find anything. Well, it does like sometimes just like pop up for you, unless you can remove that. I don't know how, but sometimes it like pops up for you. And I've read it before and I've been like, that is like not right, actually.
I really love when it gives you 2 bullet points and both of them contradict each other. And you're like, okay, well, neither one of those is true now. So let's find the truth somewhere else.
And Google sucks now. So I'm just never going to find this answer. I swear Google, like in high school, like growing up, I was like, oh my God, I can just Google it.
We spent so much time in school learning how to cite sources, and AI doesn't even do that now, and it pisses me off so bad.
I've never had to cite my sources.
For like a school project? Not in real life, but just, we learned so much how to do research and how to present research. And then when it comes down to it, AI's like, yeah, here's the answer. My source, I made it up.
Trust me, bro.
Literally.
Okay, so we're going to play Sip It or Spill It.
Oh, love.
And I've just got random questions. And we're sipping Topo Chico. This is tangerine and ginger. Cheers.
Cheers.
Because I stopped drinking because listen, I had a night. And okay, so we're gonna play Sip It or Spill It. Okay. Do you believe the Barbie movie started the lonely man epidemic?
No. Men were lonely before the Barbie movie and they will be lonely after.
Do you think that they didn't think they were lonely and then I'm Just Ken came out and they thought, I'm just Ken?
I do fear it may have exacerbated the problem because we brought it to the forefront of everyone's minds and not just the terminally online of it all. They made it normal.
Yeah. What? Do you think it went over their heads?
Oh, it absolutely did.
Yeah.
The Wonderwall of it all?
Yeah, I think they were like, see, that is normal.
They were like, wait, I can't get out my guitar at this party and play Matchbox 20 and everybody think I'm cool? This is news to me, and now I'm upset.
Wonderwall is not by Matchbox 20.
I know. It is not. That is Oasis, and they are doing their, what is it, like 10 years that they did not speak to each other, and they're doing their reunion tour right now.
Yeah, my producer, Hannah, her boyfriend fucking went.
So did my friends. They flew to Manchester to see Oasis. Like 10 of them.
I hate all of you.
I would only fly that far for Taylor Swift, to be clear.
And you did.
And have.
What do you think is just for the girls?
Honestly, there's a lot of things that should be just for the girls that the men are encroaching on. But patio drinks, I stand 10 toes down. Why is a man at brunch? Why is a man on this patio? Why is a man breathing this fresh air with me? Absolutely not.
Fresh air is for the girls.
Yes, correct. If I'm in a park enjoying myself with my friends, I don't want to see a man there.
Smog is for the boys.
Correct. Send them to, I don't know, what's the smoggiest place I can think of?
LA.
Yeah. Maybe.
Las Vegas.
Oh, yes.
You know how they have smog tests for your cars to register them in some places?
Yeah, they can't do that in Vegas, can they?
They do. Mm-hmm.
If you made me point out states that did that, I would never have believed Nevada was one of them. Because I feel like every other car in Nevada is a giant truck.
Yeah, you have to have a smog inspection.
With like black fumes coming out of the back of it.
No.
They don't do them here.
They don't do them here.
Which is clear.
Well, yeah, Indiana's like, yeah, we'll take all the smog.
Like, we'll pollute for all of you. Do not worry.
Yeah.
Population, 10. Pollution, 100%.
100%. So pollution for the boys. You know what? I do believe that we just solved a lot of problems. Okay. Who do you believe has done more for bisexuals, Chappell Roan or Kendall Jenner?
That's a hard one.
I know.
Honestly, Kendall Jenner.
I knew it.
I think it's Kendall Jenner.
I knew it. When I met you, I said, that is a woman who believes that Kendall Jenner has done a lot for bisexuals.
She's like the only one of that family that's a little normal.
Yeah.
Not to say that she's normal at all.
She's bisexual.
Yeah, and perhaps. Is she? Is that canonical?
She should be.
Has she said that?
She should.
Because I feel like everyone in that family is just dating whatever flavor of the month famous man exists.
True. I do think that she thought her rebrand was going to be like the Pepsi commercial, but I do think it actually should have been a relationship with Cara Delevingne.
Cara Delevingne is at the scene of those crimes.
Of every crime.
At every crime. Yeah. If there's a lesbian crime to be had, Cara Delevingne is there.
Reddit says that Kendall Jenner is a lesbian. I think that's bisexual erasure.
I feel like she's definitely bisexual. If she came out as a lesbian, I feel like I would know.
I think I would know too. I feel like you can kind of tell. You can kind of like, there's an aura.
She definitely feels a little bisexual to me. Like, I look at her and I go, yeah, you've kissed a girl before.
Oh, for sure.
Like, for sure. For sure. But you don't look like that and then not kiss girl.
No.
That's just not an option.
Too hot. You know what's not for the boys? Kendall Jenner.
That is correct. She is not. Never has been.
Never has been.
Honestly, none of the Kardashians really are.
I think a few of them are pretty male gazy.
It's almost like a camp way. They've like come almost full circle on it. Yeah.
Oh, because they're skinny now?
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you date men because you are attracted to them or you're tired of splitting the bill?
Well, I don't date men at all. So we can start there.
You've never dated a man?
That's not true. I have dated men.
I'm pretty sure you told me about an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate.
Don't cancel me on my own fucking podcast right now.
Well, how about this? I don't date men anymore.
But
what
if year?
I were 3 years ago?
Oh,
2022? Yeah, that was the last man.
You're almost gold star. I feel like it
resets. I think at 30, I get to reset it. If I haven't dated another man at 30, I think I get to just say I'm a lesbian and that's it.
Yeah. And I would even argue that after, because like, you know, your skin sheds every 7 years.
Ooh.
And so after that, you can call yourself a gold star.
You're right. So I've got 4 years left. 4 years left before I can officially call myself a lesbian, girls.
Can we throw a party?
Absolutely, we can. I love a theme.
We can all just dress in gold and...
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Yeah. Gold, like cargo pants. I'm just fucking.
I'm not a cargo pants lesbian.
I know.
I love them on other people. That's not my ministry, though.
You know, someone at book club told me that what I was wearing last time was she was like, it's giving business casual, and I was like, why? And she was like, well, the bottom half is cargo pants, and I was like, I don't feel like that's business casual cargo pants. Did you think it was giving cargo pants?
I think an exposed pocket automatically makes you not business casual.
Yeah, right? I had
like even a pocket on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You have to be wearing like a button down.
A button down.
And like your pants have to have a whisper of a pocket, but not like anything you can actually see.
Yeah.
Because even a jean is not business casual.
Do you know what you will always have in trousers? Like the business casual trousers? A fupa.
Yeah.
There's extra air.
It's not a good look.
I know.
For me, which is why I don't have a real job.
Just same. Man, I can't have a boss. I'll fuck him. When you photograph weddings, can you tell which couples are going to last and which ones won't?
Well, I've never had a divorce. I do feel like I need to knock on wood. But there are a few that I've done where the vibes are just kind of off. And it's normally not the couple themselves. It'll be like the family will say something, or their friends make an offhand comment. Like someone in the bridal party says something, and I'm like, I'm going to tuck that one away for cocktail hour and see who gets loose lips later. Because, yeah, there's been a few that I've had, especially the younger ones, where I wonder.
Yeah. What age is like the appropriate age to get married? Like after that, you're not like red flagging anymore.
Anyone under 27 is a child bride.
Oh my God, I was a child bride. I was hoping you'd say that.
Were you a child bride?
100%. 100%. I was 26. So I was just making the cut.
Oh, you were right there. You were right there. You said, "Thank God I wanted to be a child bride so bad."
And I knew nothing. There was nothing up there. There's just two rocks bumping around as I walked down the aisle. Just dun, 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 dun.
That's fair.
But it had a theme song. You know what? I had a song to go up the aisle, but it should have been dun 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 because I'm a fucking moron. Like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Circus music. Because what the fuck was that? Okay. Where was I at? Oh, what's a wedding trend you're sick of?
Oh, there's a lot. How much time do you have? I really, really, really hate wedding speeches. I hate them.
Wait, that is a hot...
I hate them so bad. I, with the exception of like 3 or 4, I think they are so boring. They bring the entire vibe of the night down unless the person giving the speech is a literal stand-up comedian. And if that is not the case, I think they're boring. I think they're skippable. I think there's a better time to do them, and that's during the ceremony. Everybody wants a 30-minute ceremony. No. Have your friends and family get up and cry during that. And then once you start drinking at cocktail hour, I should not cry again. Unless they're happy tears.
Yeah.
I should not be crying over your emotional relationship with your sister.
Yeah, I want to laugh.
No more wedding speeches.
I want to laugh. I did get a standing ovation at my friend Lucy's wedding.
Okay. Well, maybe you're an exception.
I know.
There are exceptions. I have had a few where I was like, oh, I laughed at that. And I do this every weekend. So if I laugh at your wedding speech, you actually did say something funny.
Yeah.
I'm not just giving you the hee ha ha for the, well, I knew so-and-so back in college and we were roommates. And one time she like flashed everyone in the middle of the bar and like, that's not funny. No one cares.
Yeah. That's not funny. That actually should have stayed in the vault.
You're saying that in front of her
her
parents? Her grandmother? Have some decorum.
What is the craziest thing you've seen happen at a wedding?
One time we unzipped the bride's dress bag and it was not her dress. The alterations company gave her the wrong dress. Had the right label on it, but her father was the one that picked it up. And he didn't think, oh, let me unzip this just to double check. He said, this is the alterations place. They do weddings. There's no reason for them to fuck this up. No, they fucked it up. Luckily, the alterations place was down the street. But I knew the groom and not the bride. So I found a bottle of tequila behind the bar and swiped it. And we did tequila shots while he went and retrieved her actual dress. So she got married. It was just a little late.
I wish you would have been my wedding photographer. Sound fun as fuck.
That would have been so fun. Now I keep shooters in my bag because of that reason. So my like wedding preparedness kit includes 2 tequila and 2 vodka shooters because you never know when you're going to need them.
What's your photography TikTok?
Till death photo.
Till death photo. Follow it. What's a wedding trend you want to see more?
Ooh. It's interesting because a lot of the wedding trends that I like aren't really trends. It's just people kind of following their own vibe and like maybe going and doing a non-traditional wedding route. There was this girl on TikTok I just saw who got married at the Chicago like Natural Sciences Museum.
And John Green officiated.
Yes. I'm so glad you saw this because she got married underneath a giant dinosaur skeleton, which was so cool. And like apparently she does science stuff on the internet and like loves to talk about current science events. And so it was very on brand for her. But more people need to get married in unconventional places. No more churches, no more barns. I need you to get married at the library. I need you to get married in the craziest venue you could possibly think of. Like, there's a penis museum in Iceland. If somebody wants to get married at the penis museum, let me know. I think that would be so funny. And honestly, the building is beautiful.
That would be a really funny lesbian wedding.
I agree. I think that would be hilarious. Also, Iceland was one of the first parts of the EU to have legalized gay marriage. Hence the Reykjavik Rainbow Road and all of that. So I think it would be a very historic place to get married as well, for many reasons.
Well, libraries nowadays are pretty ugly. It's the old libraries that are very beautiful, but they keep putting up these monstrosities.
A lot of flat lines.
Yeah, flat lines.
No
boxes.
It's weird to not have art in a library. I do feel like you're trying to foster community, not make me feel like I'm going to prison.
Yeah, floor to ceiling windows is kind of weird.
Yeah, a lot of like voyeurism. Also, that can't be good for the books.
It can't be good for the books.
Like, how are we keeping pages from yellowing if the sun is always on them?
Yeah.
I can't say I'm an architect, but I feel like there's a piece of the equation missing here.
I know. See, I think a lot, like, the Vanderbilts, they built libraries. They're pretty beautiful. And nowadays, it's just like, I don't know.
I feel that way about New Age churches.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm like, listen, I grew up Catholic. If you're going to do church, there better be stained glass all over that thing. You better have carved the most ornate Stations of the Cross into every corner, every crevice of that building. I want that thing to be impossible to dust. I want it to be a full-time salaried position with benefits for somebody to dust that place.
If you're going to take away my rights in the name of your God, at least look good doing it.
Exactly. We just don't take 600 years to build churches anymore.
We do not. Bring that back. That's for the men.
That is for the men.
I'm not building stuff.
I'm not climbing on scaffolding. No, are you kidding me?
I wonder if arch, you don't see arches anymore. I wonder if they just like don't know how to do that anymore. You know what I mean?
Like a lost art almost. Like we don't know how they built the pyramids. We also don't know how we're building arches.
Like, how do they do arches?
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know. See?
We should do that again.
It's a mystery.
Maybe that's for the girls.
Arches are for the girls. Arches. My God, yes. Name an author or book you're afraid to admit you don't like.
Oh. See, I was thinking of a man, but I feel like I should think of something a little more controversial than that.
I mean, me saying I didn't like Bunny at the last book club seemed to be...
No, everybody was just confused. I feel like I was holding court explaining what that book was actually about, and everyone was
like, okay,
well, I gave it a 4, and I said, okay.
A 4 is really high.
A 4 out of 10, because on our book club app, it's out of 10, which really does bother me.
Yeah, that does bother me, because what does that mean?
I just take my star rating and multiply it by 2, and then I give it whatever that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only math I will be doing. But author that I don't like Sally Rooney. I can't do the lack of punctuation, and I loved Normal People, but I cannot bring myself to read another one of her books.
Okay, you know what's crazy? I hated Intermezzo.
Really?
I hated it.
Isn't it about brothers?
It's about It's about men. I don't like men. You know what I mean?
I'm like,
yeah. Women are right there.
At least with Normal People, I felt like the story was largely about the woman.
Right.
It was about Marianne. I can get down with the story. I really enjoyed it wasn't a film. It was a show. Like just a season of a show. I really enjoyed that. But reading it was a painful experience that I will not be putting myself through again.
Yeah, I agree.
And people love her.
Yeah, people are...
They get like upset when you don't like her.
Yeah.
So that's always one of those ones where I do read a lot of litfic and a lot of things in that vein, but the lack of punctuation, I can't do it.
Yeah, I do have to say I did listen to it, audiobook.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah, maybe try audiobook. I did audiobook with Intermezzo too, and I didn't love it. But again, I'm just not a big fan of men being the center of the book.
Yeah, they said 2 brothers, and I said,
That's like having, the summer I turned pretty, and it being about Conrad and Jeremiah, like solely.
Yeah, which would be way less entertaining. Than what it currently is.
True.
I did see a TikTok where some girl was like, please tell me that if you knew Belly in real life, she would not be your biggest piece of gossip forever. Like every time she did anything, you're like, guys, have you heard? And like you're explaining it to someone new and they go, yeah, and there's 2 brothers and she's fucked them both.
Yeah.
Both? Crazy.
Yeah. And her nickname, she goes by the nickname Belly.
Yeah, I do feel she is very bullyable.
Very bullyable. Yeah.
Like I would be talking about her at every opportunity. Yeah. She'd be that one where I'm like, I'm just going to go look at her Instagram just to see what she's up to today. Do I follow her? No, but I'm keeping tabs. Yeah.
But also I think we can get away with it because she is also kind of a bully. And like not like a good one.
No, she's kind of mean.
She's kind of mean.
I obviously team Conrad because I have a brain and a fully developed prefrontal cortex.
Right.
But I don't really like Belly. So I'd be kind of content if Conrad was like, actually... No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah should be gay.
Jeremiah needs to be gay. Okay, bring back bisexual Jeremiah. Bring back Jeremiah. I wanted him to cheat on her with a dude.
With that roommate.
With the roommate.
The roommate that they turned gay in the show. He's not gay in the book, but he's gay in the show. I think they're teeing it up.
Yeah.
We can put a pin in that. And
put a pin in that.
We can revisit this when I'm right. Because I think that's what they're doing to try to soften the blow for the Jeremiah fans who are all under the age of 15.
Yeah. The Summer I Turned Gay. Full tilt.
Honestly, a better show.
Honestly, a better show.
Currently watching.
Better show. Although the Jeremiah, the actor, isn't he MAGA?
Yeah, and they don't like him, and you can tell.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to watch the 3 of them in interviews because the actors for Belly and Conrad are always sitting so close together, and Jeremiah's always the 3rd chair off on the side.
And then he'll say something, and they're like...
It's like when you take family photos at a wedding. This is a unique experience. When I take family photos at a wedding, there's always one person that does not want to get close to the rest of the family when you're taking the big family photo, and they try to leave like too much space to the point where when I'm looking at it from my camera, all I can see is the gap in between you, and I'm always like, scoot in, act like you love each other. Just a little closer. And that's how I feel when I watch the 3 of them in interviews.
What do you think about women narrators doing male voices?
Just hire a man.
Just hire a man.
This might be the only situation where I ever say that, but just hire a man. For the love of God.
Male voices and audiobooks for the boys.
Yeah. It might be for me, though, too, because sometimes when they try to go too deep on the voice, you just get into like a improv class vibe.
Yeah.
That I don't love for a professional audiobook.
Well, it's kind of funny because they'll be like, la 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 la, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I get that you're trying to save money, right? One audiobook narrator, less splicing things together. I get it. It's easier on everybody's front. Producer, the person recording the book, the author, everyone. But
yeah,
the experience. I do think experience is important.
Yeah.
And so we need to be thinking about that.
Yeah.
When we decide to do silly little character voices in our audiobooks.
Silly little character voices. Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Ooh.
Locked room thriller, historical fiction, and romantasy.
Immediately killing historical fiction. Not my vibe.
I knew you were going to kill historical fiction.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Actually, that is another answer to your controversial authors that I do not like. Kristen Hanna.
Oh, you don't like Kristen? You know, I didn't like The Women.
The Four Winds was one of the worst books I have ever read. The ending of that book pissed me off so bad that I threw it across the room and then got exactly 50 cents for it at Half Price Books when I turned it in because it had a giant dent in it. In the year that it came out. I did not buy it, though. It came from Book of the Month for free because it won the Book of the Month, like, end of the year thing. So they send you a copy for free.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So I guess nothing was lost except for my sanity and
Yeah.
my respect for everyone who reads and loves those books. But
Right.
I've been told there are better ones. I will not be reading them to find out. So
Yeah. I didn't love the women.
I will not be reading it.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot of women suffering, which seems like an odd thing to write about when you are a woman.
Yeah.
Suffering in the world. You're like, let me just like dig back 100 years and continue to write about the thing that I'm suffering from today.
Yeah.
And then give it no positive resolution. Like, nobody ends up happy in those books.
Would you say that a book that like has like a flashback like back into like the 1600s or something, that's not really historical fiction, right?
No, historical fiction to me is like fully set in a historical time. Right. The only historical fiction that I think I've read and liked, there was a rewriting of the Scarlet Letter from Heather's perspective. I think it's called Heather's perspective. Or Hester.
Okay, Hester. I thought it was
yeah.
I was like, who the fuck? But I didn't want to seem stupid. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, Heather.
No, it's okay. A man wrote the original book, so we don't really care about it. But Hester was a historical fiction. It was kind of like her perspective as a rewriting of the ending. Made it a lot better, a lot more amicable for her, you know, because the original story is a little sad. Yeah. But yeah, that was the only historical fiction I've ever read and been like, I would recommend that to people. Yeah. That was nice. So I like a historical rewriting, but I don't like when we're actually sinking into history and staying there and staying true to history. Like, I don't. Mm-hmm. I could read a history book. I'm not going to, but I could. So why would I do it in fiction when dragons exist and I could read that instead?
I do believe dragons.
What were my other two for the fuck, marry, kill? Now that I've killed historical fiction.
Yeah, I actually forgot what we were doing. Locked room thriller and romantasy.
I'm gonna marry romantasy. And then I'll fuck a locked room thriller.
Fuck a locked room
That's
thriller.
fun. Every so often, you pop in, you say, hey.
Yeah. I do love love a locked room thriller.
I do too. My mom read a lot of those growing up too. They were just sitting around our house. Yeah. So those were my first introduction to like an adult themes in books. Like nobody's fucking in those, but they are murdering people in them. And that was something that was not happening in YA. So
yeah.
To my delight, she had a whole bookshelf of those. So I spent a lot of time reading thrillers as a child.
All baddie moms read thrillers.
Correct. Yeah. Marianne still reads them and loves them.
Aw, shout out to her.
We have a book club for two in which I read books and go, can you please read this? I need to know what you think.
Does she normally like have the same?
She does not have the same taste as me, and that's kind of why I like to make her read books that I really like. Mm-hmm. I did give her Evelyn Hugo this summer, and she still has not picked it up.
What?
To my dismay. And I know she would love it. I know.
See, that's a book I've never met somebody who didn't like it.
If you don't like that book,
yeah,
you are not my friend. I don't want to speak to you. I think you're stupid.
Yeah. Well, I got to be honest with you. Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Taylor Jenkins Reid. TJR.
Taylor Jenkins. You say it.
Yeah, Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Yeah, she kills. I have to be honest. I haven't read a book of hers that I didn't like.
Every single one I've given 4.5 to 5 stars, not including her backlist. I haven't read any of her like OG romance backlist, but true. All of her books that are set in that celebrity universe, love.
She loves a lesbian.
She does.
She loves a lesbian.
She does.
Did you read Atmosphere?
Oh, sobbed.
I was driving.
How did you not crash your car?
Nearly did. I had to pull over. I
had to stop reading that book because my tears were staining the page.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through the last 40 pages without, I mean, that was the best cry I've had in a while, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm not a crier. I'm not even a movie crier, really. But that book got me.
Yeah, I felt that one in my throat. You ever cry and you like feel it in your throat? You know what I'm talking about? Like, okay, I do want to like preface that I was not physically reading a book while driving. It was audio.
You're like, to be clear, this was legal.
To be clear. And I didn't realize it was like the end. Like, I don't know. I was just like blowing through it.
Ended in a very unexpected place.
Yeah.
I can see if you were listening on audio and couldn't see the physical pages left, that you would go, oh, wait, what? Yeah. Where's the epilogue?
I know. I was like, well, oh man, blew me away. But she always does, though.
I love that she doesn't do an epilogue normally.
Yeah. I don't love epilogues.
I don't either. That's controversial.
Put it in the book.
Just why is it an epilogue?
Why is it an epilogue?
I don't actually understand the distinction.
What is
Sometimes I get when they're like 5 years, 10 years later. That's what I thought an epilogue was supposed to be.
Right, that's what right.
The first time I ever ran into an epilogue was in Harry Potter, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Because they at the very end of the 7th book,
right.
There's an epilogue that I think it's literally called like 14 years later or something like that. And that's what I thought an epilogue was supposed to be. But a lot of these authors now will do an epilogue and it's 2 months later.
And they'll do the twist in the epilogue.
Yeah, that's...
There'll be another twist in the epilogue. Do you know what I hate? When you do an epilogue, okay, so you've wrapped up the book and you've got your little twist at the end of the chapter and you're like, oh, okay, so like she didn't kill him. Okay. And then there's epilogue. She's like, I murdered that motherfucker. I slit his fucking throat. And you're like, wait, so you did? So what was the whole last chapter that I read?
That was Verity.
That was Verity. Stop.
I also did not like that book, but the entertainment value of that one, I recommend it to people because I'm like, you have to read this. It's insane. Did you hear who got cast as Verity?
Yes.
I'm sat for that. Fully
I can't
seated.
wait. I do have to say, like, I saw Blake Lively as Verity, like, when I read it. So when she came out with It Ends With Us, because I did not picture her in It Ends With Us, so I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, she was not a Lily Bloom. I have
never
Lily
read that
Bloom
book. Was like in her early 20s, right?
Yeah, she was a little old for the role. Not that she's old.
Yeah, they had to like change a lot of things to like fit that she wasn't like out of college.
Yeah, like I said, I never read the book.
Honestly, like the name Lily Bloom alone.
Lily Blossom
Bloom pisses me the fuck off. But I have to say I did devour Verity, and then at the end I was like, what the fuck? So I am excited to see it on screen.
I am very excited to see it on screen. I think the first thing I said to my group chat was, wow, this would make a great TV show. Like a limited series.
Oh yeah.
So I'm fully sat for that. Am I a Colleen Hoover fan? No. But I don't know that I'm a hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater.
Her books just aren't written for me, and that's fine.
Yeah, I get it. I do think that if she had published books like after ChatGPT, I think she would get a lot of people who would be like, "This is ChatGPT, like written."
I can see that.
You know what I mean? So it's like probably a good thing her books were published before, because that is a thing. Like there are a lot of authors that I've seen now where people have accused them of ChatGPT.
Jessa Hastings. I made a video about that. Magnolia Parks.
Who is this?
She wrote Magnolia Parks, and then she actually has a book that just came out that I was in the middle of reading when all of this controversy came out. But she like went crazy on her stories. I do not use the word crazy lightly. Like she had a full-blown meltdown on her stories about people comparing using ChatGPT to like the AI in your Roomba.
Wait, so she
was saying that like if you think ChatGPT is bad, you also have to think that like Apple and Google Maps are bad, and that like the technology in your Roomba is bad.
Wait,
and
she was defending it.
She was fully defending AI.
She uses ChatGPT.
Yeah, and everyone was looking at her books and being like, "Well, if you're defending it so fervently on your Instagram story, like, are you guilty?" And then somebody tried to accuse her book cover of being AI, and I was like, no, she uses an oil painter. But actually, that's a great example because you wouldn't use like a non-artist to do the covers of your books, right? Like you wouldn't just put that onto ChatGPT and publish it. Like you obviously care about art in some capacity. You're a writer.
Right.
And like you cared enough to commission somebody to make an oil painting for the front of your book. Like that's not cheap. So I was like, you care, but like, I think you might just be misguided. But she doubled down. Everybody was like, hey girl, I don't think Google Maps and ChatGPT are the same thing. And she said, and you're wrong.
What?
Yeah. I have the screenshot still. I can show them to you.
I think I saw, so I saw like a part of the TikTok, and a lot of times if I see a friend's TikTok, I'll like it, and then I'll swipe down, I'll like swipe back up. So you get like multiple views.
She said, don't worry, I got you that extra 3 cents, baby.
But yeah, I feel like if somebody like that is like my biggest fear. Like I feel like if somebody was like, hey, this sounds ChatGPT written, I'd be like, okay, I'm going back to the drawing board, because that is like the worst, because like it just doesn't sound good.
That would be horrifying to me.
Horrifying.
If somebody compared my writing to ChatGPT, I think I'd cry.
I would cry. I would also, I think that would end me. I think I would stop writing.
Like, that might be the end of it all. I don't have a thick enough skin for anybody to tell me that.
Yeah, that would kill me.
That'd be like if somebody told me that my photos look like they were edited by AI. I'd be like, okay, I quit. That was my last wedding.
That'd be it for me.
That has never happened, thank God.
It does steal, like, we have an author in our book club, Michaela Dunn, grab her books. But she made a video about how, like, she's like, I'm not using ChatGPT to like fill plot holes and stuff because it steals from other artists. And somebody was like going off on her, like, it's a great thing to use, like, it, you know, it'll find your plot holes and it'll find this and it'll find that. And I'm like, there's no way that it
I do not believe that it's going to find your plot holes.
I don't think so either. I just don't think I've never, because I have used it before. It's like, for instance, like in my book, I needed to know, like, I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll ask it like what people wore in the late 1600s. My book's not historical fiction, but like there's a flashback. Anyways, so, and it was totally wrong. And I was like, okay, well, that's the last time.
Well, that's what I mean about it citing its sources.
Yeah.
Like, where are you getting this information?
Where are you getting this information?
And then if you ask it for sources, sometimes it just makes up sources completely. Yeah. Just fabricates books, history books out of thin air. Mm-hmm. And then you have to go double check that. It just sounds like a lot more work.
Yeah.
Than what it's actually providing.
Yeah. I did find a really cool YouTube video of a girl who was like fully getting dressed in garb from that time period.
Ooh, see, we need to protect the YouTubers that made their way from Tumblr onto YouTube and brought their hyperfixation to us, and they make maybe $100 a month off AdSense, but they just keep doing it for the love of the game. That's the best kind of YouTube channel.
Yes, that's us. All right. Well, thank you for listening to Sorry I'm a Bitch. And thank you, Amanda.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, you're going to have to come back on.
I would love that.